Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hello, it's Adam here, and today we're going to be doing another hypnosis session that is money related in some way. And I'm joined live with a guest that recently was also a guest on my Matrix themed hypnosis session. So, you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, you might recognize the face. So in this session, and I've just spoken with my volunteer about what made her want to volunteer about a money-related hypnosis session. And the first thing that she said is, I'm hopeless with money. Now, although that sounds emotive and it sounds negative in some way, what's interesting is that there's virtually no meaning to the word hopelessness other than there's a lack of hope for the future. But most people would hear that phrase and say, right, you're bad with money, you're not very good with money. So it has that kind of ambiguous meaning in different contexts of the word, but it's certainly not an empowering belief. It wouldn't, if you have that belief and that was unconsciously influencing thoughts, behaviors, and decisions, it's not going to help you make more resourceful decisions and choices. If you believe at some level that you're hopeless, it would probably lead to a huge amount of self-doubt and a lack of confidence and a fear that you're making yet another bad choice when it comes to money. The second area here, which I think is significant for you listening to this session at home, is I think a lot of people have a bad relationship with money when it comes to debt. And the narrative that I was always told growing up is that debt is bad. You know, you shouldn't be in debt. Debt's a bad thing. And I carried that belief up until my early 20s, at which point I was trying to buy property. And it dawned on me that I couldn't buy a property in cash at that point in time. So therefore, I needed to borrow money to do that, also known as a mortgage. But my credit rating was so bad because I'd never had debt. So I think it's a really useful distinction for anyone thinking about debt is that you can broadly put it into two categories: useful debt and debt that isn't useful. And generally the kind of debt which is high interest and used to pay off things that kind of don't last very long. So experiences, you know, like holidays or cars that depreciate in value, probably not a good idea. But when debt is cheap and that money is used to buy assets that can either create an income or appreciate in value, then the consensus generally is that that kind of debt is really useful. And there's a reason why massive companies like Amazon, which is worth over $1 trillion, regularly borrow money. Now, they don't need to borrow money. They've got mountains of cash, but they do it because the money's cheap for them because their credit rating is so good, and that it reduces their tax bill by taking on debt. So debt can be very good if it's used in the right context. So this hypnosis session is going to be designed to do two key things. One, shift identities that people are bad with money. And in this case, Sally's belief that she's hopeless with money. So we're going to work on that. And also change her relationship and thereby your relationship with the idea of debt and what it means to use money to work for you rather than against you. So find a quiet place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close. That's it. As you fall deeper and deeper, relaxed. That's it. Breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation. And as you exhale, just allowing your body to do what it wants to do, to completely rest and relax. Because your unconscious mind already knows how to go to that trance-like place. And all you need to do is to allow your body to relax and your attention to focus inwards. As you become aware of my voice, I'll be directing your attention to thoughts, ideas, and emotions that are inward rather than outward. And in doing so, you'll find it easier and easier to go deeper and deeper, relaxed. That's right. Deeper and deeper, relaxed. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you are standing on the top balcony of a lighthouse. You can see the coast, you can see the sea, and you can also see a nearby cottage very close to the sea. And I want you to go inwards into that lighthouse and notice that you are at the top of a spiral staircase. I will count down from 10 to 1 and you will imagine walking down the spiral staircase of that lighthouse. And when I arrive at 0, you will feel deeply, deeply relaxed and will be able to walk out of the lighthouse door onto the beach below. That's it. With each descending number, you will find yourself 10% deeper and deeper relaxed. That's right. At the top of the staircase in this lighthouse, and 10, taking that first step down the stairs, feeling that your arms and legs just getting loose and limp. That's it. 9, muscles in your face, forehead, even the back of the neck. That's it. Loosening those muscles, taking you deeper and deeper relaxed. That's it. 8. Now your shoulders, your neck. That's it. You don't need tension right now. Just allow those muscles to let go of all that unnecessary tension. Now, that's it. 7. Relaxation now flooding all the way down from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers, taking you deeper and deeper. Relax, that's it. 6. As you breathe in, that feeling of resourceful relaxation goes in through your nose, fills your lungs, giving you a feeling of alertness, but also relaxation. That's it. 5. That relaxing feeling going into your gut, also known as the second brain, taking you deeper and deeper. Relaxed. Now, that's it. 4. Feeling it drift down into your thighs, your calf muscles. 3 and 2 into your tips of your toes. That's it. A tingling sensation in all different parts of your body as you go deeper and deeper relaxed. And 1, that final step. And now you're at the bottom of the lighthouse. And there is a door in front of you that leads out onto a beach. I will count down from 5 to 1. You will open the door and find yourself out there on that beach. It's almost that your conscious mind is back somewhere else and your unconscious mind inside your imagination is now able to explore all different possibilities. 5, putting your hand on the handle. 4, turning the handle. 3, opening the door. 2, walking through the door out to the beach. 1, that's it. Closing the door behind you. And 0. And there you are, on a beach. And you can still see that lighthouse. And maybe it's all white, or maybe it's stripy or different colors. But you can walk to where the beach meets the sea. Feeling the sun on your skin, hearing the waves breaking, feeling a deep feeling of rest and relaxation. And in this place, I want you to get a sense that not just your body, but also your immune system is adjusting to the level of relaxation. When people are very stressed or following a trauma, certain parts of the immune system can be working harder, overcompensating. And I want you to imagine you're turning a dial inside your mind, almost like reducing a thermostat, so that your immune system behaves proportionate to the need. And if all parts of your unconscious mind accept that to be true, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. You've learned anything that you need to, and therefore allow your immune system to just reset and reset. And I want you to imagine doing the equivalent of what you would do in a computer that was faulty. Control Alt Delete, switch it off at the mains, leave it for 2 minutes, switch it back on again, knowing that when it restarts, it starts exactly as it should before whatever bug took place. And if that makes sense, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. Allow that to happen now. Feel it happening. Feel that your immune system is rebooting, and in doing so, feel that you're going deeper and deeper, relaxed. And I want you to see somewhere nearby on this beach is someone that looks like you. Someone that looks like you but is younger than you. Someone that represents you in the past is digging a hole there on the beach. And they're digging the hole because it's meeting some kind of need that they have. But they don't realize that they're digging the hole, and as they dig, they themselves are going deeper and deeper into that hole. And I want you to get a sense that they keep digging and keep digging. And then it reaches a point where they've dug so much that they are now at the bottom of a hole, and it's too high for them to get out of. I want you to get a sense that that was them doing the best they could with what they knew back then. With their belief systems, their values, their coping strategies, they were doing what they could with what they knew. And I want you to, rather than just help them out of the hole, I want you to give them something, a tool. Maybe that tool is perhaps a smaller spade that they can use to make steps leading out of the hole. Because sometimes when people dig themselves in a hole, if it's too easy for them to just leave the hole, they don't learn the lessons necessary to avoid falling in future holes in the future. And I want you to give that younger version of you a resource, an insight, some element of wisdom, for them to do two things. One, to realize when they are digging a hole so they can stop early. And secondly, the resources to leave the hole if they ever get stuck in the future. And once they've taken that wisdom, resources or tools from you, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And that version of your past is now rippling through their past, present and future, all the way up to you. So the changes you made in them have also taken place in you. Allow this butterfly effect to take place. A change in the past automatically updates you in the present. You are now immediately better at avoiding digging holes and knowing how to get out of them. That's right. And I want you to imagine, once you've helped that younger version of you leave the hole, you get a sense that they won't be digging many holes in the future. And in fact, rather than digging holes, they're using the same tools that were digging the holes to now make sandcastles, elaborate sandcastles, palaces, designs. That money is just a tool, and that tool can be used to fuel instant gratification and temporary emotions, or it could be used to build something, to grow something. to lay the foundations for future freedom. And by giving that wisdom or that resource to that younger version of you, you are equipping them to use the same tools to work for them rather than against them. I want you to get a sense that things are already improving. Maybe that younger version of you was hopeless with money. But the feeling of hopelessness can change with experience. Once you know you can learn from previous mistakes or lessons, you tend to make those mistakes less often in the future. You tend to make better choices, better decisions, and you could say that through everything that you have experienced, you have more financial wisdom and knowledge to make even better choices than those people that hadn't had the same holes that they dug themselves into. And if you accept that you have a lifetime of wisdom and experiences, that actually means that you are knowledgeable and able to make better decisions when it comes to money, just let me know by nodding your head. That's right. That younger version of you is there making sandcastles, and you can see someone else on the beach who you consider to be not just good with money, not just great with money, but awesome with money. They know how to make it. They know how to make it work for them. They know how to solve problems and to avoid issues. They are awesome with money, and I want you to see them standing there on that beach. And I want you to accept that this is just a collection of knowledge, experience, values and beliefs, lessons they've learned, and things like skills that they've acquired over time. And I want you to imagine that you are about to leave your body and a belief that you are hopeless with money and step out of that body and then step into the body of this person that is a good role model for you when it comes to money. And I want you to feel how they feel. Breathe the way they breathe. Notice your inner dialogue when you start thinking about money. I want you to get a sense that their view of the world, their beliefs, their ideas, their knowledge, their experience is integrating from them into you. In the same way that you can take data from one hard drive and move it to another with a USB stick, or transferring it with some kind of cloud-based FTP, I want you to get a sense that whatever exists in this role model is now within you. And if your unconscious mind accepts that that's the case, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And then I want you to leave that body, keep that body there. The role model is still there. In the same way that one candle can light another candle and the first candle is still lit and intact. You now have that knowledge and experience and wisdom and competency, but you haven't taken anything away from the original role model that had it. You just feel that those qualities now exist within you. And you can look around, you can see a younger version of you that is no longer digging holes. You can see your recent past, the version of you that was hopeless with money. And I want you to see that that version, now that you have this new experience, is fading away, almost like a mirage just disappearing. That the old version of you that hold onto the belief of being hopeless with money doesn't exist anymore, and only the version of you that now exists, that you are awesome with money, exists. And someone that was awesome with money doesn't mean they would never make any mistakes. It just means that they would learn a lesson from every mistake. They wouldn't be afraid to make decisions. They would naturally reduce their expenses that are unnecessary, perhaps figure out new ways to increase their income, and with that excess income, perhaps pay down those bad debts, and with any excess, maybe save up to buy assets or things that could become more valuable in the future. All of this is possible and exists within you now. And I want you to get a sense that you are awesome with money. Not just good, but awesome. And when you accept that to be fully true in the present and the future, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. Now it's time to take a walk into a cottage nearby the beach. It's been there all along. And as you walk into that cottage, you get a sense that this is now you walking into your future. This isn't a rental property. This is your property. A property that you own. And I want you to look inside. And I want you to see familiar things, possessions, furniture, and notice they're yours. And you've made this cottage exactly as you want it. And I want you to get a sense that in order to acquire this cottage by the sea, you used other people's money to do it. You didn't buy this cottage in cash. You used some of your own money, and then there was a mortgage that paid for the rest. And I want you to link this inextricably with the belief that it is okay to borrow money if the rates are low enough and you're buying things that go up in value. And if you accept this to be true, let me know by nodding your head. You will have a deep desire, a desire to pay down debts that are for these things that won't go up in value. Credit card debt, short-term debts for temporary things. You will have a desire to pay off those debts, but you will always consider taking on money if it's cheap enough and if you have appreciating assets that you want to buy. Property, land, investments. You know the kind of things, and you can imagine that you're doing exactly the kind of things that will increase your income, to boost your credit rating, to give you a sense that you are reliable with money. You already know that you are awesome with money, but the credit agencies haven't figured that out yet. So you will take the necessary steps to improve your credit rating so that everyone else knows what you already know, that you are awesome with money. If your unconscious mind not only accepts this to be true, but now knows what to do, let me know by nodding your head. That's right. And then it's time to leave this cottage. And you do. You leave the cottage, find yourself out on the beach, and you say goodbye to that younger version of you that used to be digging holes when it came to money, getting stuck, making bad choices, knowing that they are now able to make better choices from your wisdom that you've given them. Say goodbye to that role model, thanking them for giving you a new perspective and outlook on what is possible for you and your financial future. And then it's time to walk back into the lighthouse. And as you do so, you climb the steps until you find yourself all the way back at the top, just in time to see the sunset over the sea. The sun is setting on any beliefs that you had about being hopeless with money, and a new day is dawning where you are awesome with money and become better and better with each great choice you make and each crucial lesson that you learn. And then you realize these are all just thoughts within thoughts, ideas within ideas, dreams within dreams, and actually you are listening to me firmly in your body right now, in the present. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you are in your body right now, because in a few moments' time, I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling highly resourceful, optimistic, feeling that you are indeed awesome with money, and looking forward to doing the very things necessary to create a self-fulfilling prophecy that causes a chain of events that means that financial dreams actually are a financial destiny and that you are making progress every day towards them. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.